Hello guys, how are you doing? Today we're going to talk about B1 level, which has like 10 units, and step by step I am going to cover all of the units. You don't have to watch all of the video at once. Basically there are some chapters, unit by unit. You can watch each chapter as many times as you wish, just practicing. I prepare these things for you guys to practice, to improve yourself, to improve your vocabulary, and obviously we can be happy. Unit 1, greetings and small talk. What is greeting? Greeting is to say hi and how are you. And I'm going to talk about a small talk. Now we have customs around the world. What is custom? Custom is some sort of behavior, some sort of actions that people are constantly doing, okay, because of their culture, because of their beliefs, because of their system, everything. Now if you pay attention, some people bow, number one. Some people kiss once, kiss twice, kiss 3 times. Some people shake hands, some people hug. Now, what is a small talk? Listen carefully. A small talk is a kind of conversation between two people, obviously strangers, who do not know each other very well. They are not friends. And obviously, they are talking about very general topics, not personal or private topics, because those people who are having a small talk, generally, they are not friends. But if you talk with your friends, that is called chit chat. Okay, yeah. Custom says something that you usually do, of course, basically related to your culture and religion and belief. Now, exchanging business cards. Let's read. People have different customs for exchanging business cards around the world. Some customs are very formal. Formal means official. People always use 2 hands and look at the card very carefully, okay? Other customs are informal. Informal doesn't mean impolite. It means that is friendly or easygoing, not official. People accept a card with 1 hand and quickly put it in a pocket. That is how you exchange business card. So what is exchange? Exchange means I give you something, you take it, and you give me something back. That is exchange. Change means to remove and replace. For example, there is a remote control and its batteries actually are finished, okay? So you have to change the battery. You have to replace the old batteries with the new batteries. That is change. Now small talk, as we spoke a couple of minutes ago. What about small talk? The topics people talk about when they don't know each other very well. In some places, it's not polite to ask about someone's age or salary. Salary means amount of money which you receive, which you get every month or monthly. In others, it's considered rude to ask about someone's family. Considered means thought or believed. People think that. Rude means impolite. So people do not ask about someone's family, age, salary. We can also name like politics, economy, football, anything, any topic which is so sensitive in that specific country is not okay to be used in a small talk. 2 people meeting in a hotel lobby. What is lobby? Lobby is a large room in a hotel. Leon starts. You look familiar. Haven't we met somewhere before? You look familiar means I remember your face, but I forgot your name. You look familiar to me. Haven't we met somewhere before? This is a very common question that you can ask from somebody who you start to remember, but you kind of forget his or her name. Taka says, no, I don't think so. I don't believe so. means no. Actually, no. I'm not from around here. I'm not from around here means I'm a tourist. I don't live here. Leon says, I know, of course you are a tourist. Aren't you from Japan? You're from Japan, okay? You're Japanese, right? I'm sure we met at the IT conference last week. I'm sure means I'm certain. I'm certain that we met in the past at the IT conference. IT means information technology. Last week. Taka says, yes, of course, I remember that. You're from Mexico, right? You're Mexican. That's right. I'm sorry, I have forgotten your name. This is a very polite expression to ask somebody if you forgot his or her name. Kamura Takashi, but you can call me Taka. Amazing sentence, amazing. So first you Taka says, my name is Kamura Takashi, which is a little bit difficult to pronounce, difficult to be said. So Taka says, you can call me Taka. You can call me. Call me is name, address. What in this scenario, it is better to use a nickname or a small or short name in order to make the life for other person easier. They can easily pronounce your name. Okay? Hi Taka, Leon Prieto. Please call me Leon. Means if you call me Leon, that is enough. You don't need to be very formal. You don't need to call me, for example, Leon Prieto. No need for that. Just Leon. Leon is enough. So what have you been up to? Amazing question. Amazing. What have you been up to? Imagine sometime in the past you met somebody, okay? And then days, months, years maybe passed. You have no idea about them. You don't know what those people are doing, okay? Because there is no communication. There is nothing, no contact, even no social media, okay? After some time, you meet those people again. So there's a gap. There's a kind of gap. In that case, you say, what have you been up to since the last conference? So last conference is in the past. There's a gap. This is today. And today you're asking this. Not much. This is very common answer. What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Not much. Simple. Not much. Nothing. Actually, I am on my way to the airport now. Means I am going to the airport. I am moving there. I am flying back home. Fly back means return. Go back. Leon says, hey, we should keep in touch. Keep in touch means to communicate, to interact with people. Imagine today we have everything. We have telephone, email, fax. We have internet, social media, SMS, a lot of things. So all of these systems, platforms, whatever, they help us to continue our communication. In this scenario, we can say we can keep in touch with each other. So we should keep in touch means we need to continue our communication. Here is my card. Please take it. The conference is in Acapulco. This picture belongs to Acapulco. I think Acapulco is in Mexico. So the conference is in Acapulco next year, and I could show you around. I could show you around means because I know the city, because I know the place, the country, whatever, I can easily take you and we can visit different places together because I know the place. And because you're a tourist, you have no idea about the place, I can definitely help you. That would be great. It would be awesome. I would be really grateful. I hear Acapulco is beautiful. Of course it is. So Leon says, it was nice to see you again, Taka. You too. It was nice to see you. You can say it was nice to see you too, but short, you too. One more thing about the pronunciation, the word is not again, it is again, again, okay? Now let's read two people getting reacquainted. Reacquainting, okay, first. Acquainting means to get to know people. For example, I say, my name is Meysam, I am an English teacher, blah, blah, blah. What is your name? Where are you from? So when we get some information from each other, we are acquainting, okay? We are getting to know each other. Now, reacquainting or reacquainted means to acquaint again. Re means again, for the second time, for the third time, I don't know, again. Now, A, B, C. A says, Audrey, have you met Hannah? Have you met Hannah? No, I haven't. Hannah, I'd like you to meet Audrey. Hi, Audrey. You look familiar. I remember your face, but I forgot your name. Have we met before? This is a very common question. I don't think so. No, of course not. I don't think so. No. I know. Last month, you were at my sister Nicole's party. Don't you remember? Oh, that's right. Of course. How have you been? So, how have you been is pretty much the same as what have you been up to. How have you been since last time? How have you been since last year? Okay, so there's a gap between. You met at this point, there's a gap, and now you are meeting right now. So you're asking about the gap, actually. And the answer for this is not much. Tourist activities around the world. So imagine you're a tourist, you're a visitor, and you wanna do some activities. For example, a tourist can climb a mountain. So MT is short form of mountain. Fuji, for example, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji or Mountain Fuji is located in Japan. So climbing up the Mount Fuji. Go sightseeing in New York or different city. Of course, you can change them. Sightseeing. Okay, listen, go, of course, to go. Sight means beautiful place. Seeing, of course, means to see. So you go to see beautiful places. This is called go sightseeing. Next one is go to the top of the Eiffel Tower. And now you're in Istanbul and you go to the top of the Galata Tower, for example. Try Korean food. Why try? Because this is your first time. You are just tasting it or testing it, okay? This is your first time trying, for example, Korean food, Italian food, Turkish food, I don't know. Take a tour of the Tower of London. Normally, if you take a tour of a place, you need a tour guide or tour leader. In that scenario, the person can guide you and can show you around and talk and give you some information about the city or about the location. Take pictures of the Great Wall. Of course, taking pictures, shooting videos, taking selfies, and. There is a lovely conversation here. Read and listen to someone greeting a visitor. Visitor means a tourist, correct? Welcome to Rio. Have you ever been here before? So this is a very lovely question. If you are not sure about how many times has the tourist traveled to your country, to your city, you can ask this question. Have you ever been here before, or this is your first time? No, it is my first time, indeed. But yesterday I went to Sugarloaf. The picture down is Sugarloaf, okay? It was really beautiful. The word really is an intensifier. Intensifier basically intensifies or exaggerates, magnifies, underlines, emphasizes your sentences. And of course, you need to use them in order to have a beautiful English. That's great. Have you tried feijoada yet? Feijoada is the food, actually, you can see in the picture. Feijoada? No, I haven't. What's that? What is it? It is a famous Brazilian dish. Famous means well-known or something which everybody knows. Celebrity is a kind of synonym, but generally we use celebrity for people, for human beings. Imagine a kind of star, artist, or politician, whatever. But well-known or famous is very general. You can use them for everything. Dish means food, meal. Brazilian dish, famous Brazilian dish, famous Turkish dish, for example. Now imagine you're a tourist again. You want to describe an interesting experience. Describe means to give information, to give details about something. This is very important, guys. Listen carefully. Now, we have the words fascinating and fascinated. Both of them are adjectives, okay? But if you are talking about an action, an activity, or something, you have to use ing. Listen carefully. But if you're talking about yourself, how you feel, what you believe, okay, what you think, you have to use ed format. For example, the safari was fascinating. Why ing? Because safari is a kind of activity or something. It is not you, okay? It is not your feelings. And they were fascinated, okay? So fascinating means extremely excited or interesting. Again, fascinated again means extremely interesting or basically exciting. Both of them are adjectives. Again, I repeat, ing format for activities, ed format for you, for how you believe or think. The ski trip was thrilling, means very exciting. They were thrilled. The skydive was frightening, scary, okay? It was very scary. They were frightened, they were scared. The food was disgusting, terrible, okay, unpleasant. They were disgusted, okay? So again, this is a common mistake among students. So some students say, teacher, I am boring. You cannot be boring, okay? You can say, I am bored. Why? Because the class is boring. Understand? Or I am interested. I am not interesting. You can say, I am interested in music, and the music is interesting. Understand? Unit 2. Conversation at a movie theater. Okay, movies. My favorite topic, man. What is movie theater? Movie theater means cinema. Movie theater is American, cinema is British. As well as movie is American English, film is British English. Anna says, so, what are you in the mood for? In the mood means psychology. Imagine you go to a cinema or movie theater, okay? There are different types of movies, different categories, different genres, okay? Action, horror, this, that. But your psychology decides what to watch on that day. Because of that, your friend can ask, what are you in the mood for? Or you go to a restaurant, you want to eat. What are you in the mood for? Means what do you want to eat? You go to library, wherever you go, basically based on your psychology, your friend can ask, what are you in the mood for? Because they have got a bunch of great classic movies tonight. They have got means they have. A bunch of means a lot of. Great, obviously amazing, classic movies. Classic means old. Opposite of or antonym for classic means modern or contemporary, okay? Tonight, Peter says, of course, they sure do, of course, because this is a cinema. Hey, you're a big DiCaprio fan. What a lovely phrase. You are a big DiCaprio fan. You are a big Al Pacino fan. So you can simply remove DiCaprio and put whatever you want. You can use anything, like from technology to people, from people to food, food to city, everything. The sentence is very beautiful. I am a big DiCaprio fan. Fan is short form of fanatic or partial, a person who loves that person. I missed Gangs of New York. Missed means I couldn't, I failed. I couldn't watch it because of different reasons. I missed it. Gangs of New York, as you can see in this picture, it's a poster. While it was, or when it was playing. Playing where? At the cinema. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever watched it? A good question. Nope. Nope means no. Very informal. Nope, no, or nah. Also you can say. Nope, I haven't. I've heard it's pretty violent. I have heard means I know or somebody told me that it is pretty. Pretty means a lot or very. Violent means aggressive. Full of blood, fighting, killing, cutting. So that is aggressive, that is violent. Frankly, I just can't take all that fighting. Frankly means honestly. Frankly speaking, honestly speaking, or openly speaking, I just can't take all that fighting. Can't take means it is impossible for me to tolerate, to bear. I hate it, man. I can't accept it. I can't accept all that fighting, and I hate it. Peter says, yeah, it is supposed to be pretty bloody. It's supposed to be means it must be. It is supposed to be is a good expression, which means it must be or it has to be. Very lovely expression. What else? Anna says, well, there is Wall-E. This is Wall-E. Amazing animation. If you haven't watched that, definitely watch it. Amazing animation. Definitely watch that. They say it's spectacular. Spectacular means amazing, beautiful, eye-catching, pretty, gorgeous. Okay. What do you think? What is your opinion? Do you want to go? Do you want to watch that? You know, when you say means you don't like it. You don't like the idea. To tell you the truth, means frankly, synonym, or openly, honestly, without lying, without joking. Okay, whatever you are saying is real. I can't stand animated films. I can't stand means I hate, I dislike, I cannot tolerate. Animated film. What is animate or animation or animated? Now listen, animate as a verb means to make something move. Imagine this is my hand and I animate my hand. I raise my hand, then I drop it. Raise my hand and I drop it. So I simply animate. Actually, I have animated my hand. I made my hand move. This is animate. Animation is a noun, something which is moving. For example, imagine like there are lots of pictures, paintings, a lot of them, okay? And they put them together, they make these pictures move, and that is called animation. And a person who is making animations is called animator. Okay, like teacher teaches. Animator animates. Very good. I hate animated films. I can't stand them. Sorry. Please forgive me. I don't think I could handle a picture with 2 hours of a machine talking. Handle means manage something, okay? Deal with the problem, roll with it, roll with the problem or the situation. I don't think that I can handle, I can manage it. Manage what? Manage a picture with 2 hours of a machine like robot, because this is not really like a kind of animation. Talking, speaking, I hate it. I want something real. I think I'd rather see something. Amazing grammatical point here. I'd rather means I prefer. What is the difference? If you use I'd rather, you should not use to. For example, you cannot say I'd rather to go. Remove to from the sentence. You have to say I'd rather go. Prefer to. I prefer to go. So one more time. I'd rather see. I prefer to see. I'd rather drink. I prefer to drink. So I think I'd rather see something. Hey, what about Casablanca? This picture. Casablanca is a kind of amazing classic movie. Definitely watch that. Anna says, Casablanca? Now you're talking. Now you're talking means I liked your idea. I liked your opinion, your suggestion actually. Amazing suggestion. And by the way is kind of expression that you are using in a situation that if you do not say that sentence, you're gonna forget it, and the topic is not related to what you are talking about at the moment. So you're talking about something else. Very quickly you change the topic, because if you do not change the topic, you're going to forget it. In that case, you say, by the way, blah blah blah, you say finish, then come back to the previous topic and then continue with the previous topic. So by the way, it's my treat. It's my treat means it's a present, it is a gift from me. It is for free. You don't have to pay anything. I will pay for the ticket for you because you paid last time. You paid last time. Today I am paying for it. Okay, so even. We are even now. What do you say? What is your opinion? Do you like it? What do you say? What do you think? It's a deal. It's a deal means accept it, agree. I agree with that. That's okay. I'll get the popcorn. This is popcorn. While watching a movie at the cinema, you're eating popcorn. Now, explanations for being late. Sometimes people get late to work, to university, to school, to hospital, to workplace. Explanation. What is explanation? Explanation means to give details about something. You're talking about something in details. That is explanation. Why do people sometimes get late? This can be a kind of speaking exam question. Why do people sometimes get late? So sometimes people oversleep. Oversleep means they sleep more than normal, more than usual. Sometimes people can miss the bus. They are late. That is why they miss the bus and they have to wait for the next bus. Sometimes they can't get a taxi. There is no taxi and they are late. Sometimes you have a car, but you cannot find a parking space to park your car. Then automatically you are late. Or there's a huge traffic jam, specifically in mega cities like Istanbul. In that case, you can say, I got stuck in traffic. I couldn't move. So these are the most common reasons for being late. Now let's have a listen to this conversation because somebody is apologizing for being late. Apologize means to say sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. This is apologize. Have you been here long? So this is a kind of good question. Means am I late? Another version, polite version for that. Am I late? Or have you been here long? How many minutes? How long have I been late? For about 10 minutes. It means you are 10 minutes late. Sorry, I am late. I apologize. So sorry, I am late means I apologize. I got stuck in traffic. That is the reason why I got late. Did you get the tickets? Get the ticket means buy the ticket. Yes, but the 8 o'clock show for the Love Boat is sold out. So the Love Boat is the name of the show. Imagine like a play in the theater. Sold out. Sold out means finished. You cannot find extra ticket or any more tickets. So you can use the phrasal verb sold out for tickets, CDs, books, DVDs, anything that can finish. Okay, the tickets were sold out. So that I got tickets for Paradise Island. So Paradise Island is the name of another show actually. I hope that's okay. I hope you don't mind. I hope you're fine with it. That's fine, no problem. How much do I owe? Owe means I have to pay back. Imagine I borrow, let's say $100 from you because you're my friend. So you lend me $100 because $100 is yours. You lend it to me, I borrow it, then I have to pay it back. That is why I owe you $100 and I have to return it or pay it back. Nothing. You don't owe anything. Nothing. It is on me. I will pay for it. Well, thanks. Next time it's my treat. Remember, it's on me is exactly the same as it's my treat. They are the same. You can use them interchangeably. They are exactly the same. Movie genres. You can say genre like j, or genre, no problem. Both of them are okay. Genre or genre. Genre or genre means category, type. So of course these are the most common or popular movie categories. For example, action film, horror film, science fiction film, animated film, comedy, drama, documentary, musical. Action, of course, you know that action full of tension, blah, blah, blah. Horror film, it frightens you. Science fiction is a kind of imaginative, basically, a kind of movie based on the writer's imagination, but it makes sense somehow because it is related to science. Fiction means imagination, actually. Animated, I talked about it, something which is moving. Comedy, it makes you laugh. Drama, it is a kind of tragedy, it makes you cry. Documentary is basically a real story, real movie, real film. Musical is a kind of film which there is no conversation, not a regular conversation. The conversation is basically like singing a song. So they say, hi, how are you? I am fine, and you? So they are simply singing, and they are communicating through singing, through songs, actually. Yeah, genre. Now, describing or recommending a movie. Why do you recommend a movie? For example, you say, I watched, for example, Wall-E, and you must watch it. Why? There should be a reason. For that reason, you need to use adjectives. Adjectives can really help you. These are the most beautiful adjectives for you in order to use them for movies. For example, you can say X film was amazing because it was funny. So funny is something that makes you laugh. It was hilarious, extremely funny. Silly, not serious, completely stupid, terrible. Boring, not interesting. Romantic, it is about love. Weird is strange or unusual. Weird is always negative. You cannot use weird positively. Remember that. Unforgettable. The movie was unforgettable. You cannot forget it. Thought-provoking, okay? It makes you think. You know, you are watching a movie and then you cannot understand it, and you have to think about what happened actually. And you think about it a lot, and finally you realize it. So that because that movie was a thought-provoking. Violent, we have just talked about it. Violent means aggressive, full of action, full of cutting, killing, this type of film. So in a speaking exam, I can ask, can you describe a movie? What is your favorite movie? For example, John Wick. Why John Wick is your favorite movie? Because you can use one of these adjectives on purpose. You can say, I love John Wick because I think John Wick was unforgettable. Because John Wick is funny. Because for example, I say, because John Wick is violent. Minimum, you have to use one word, one adjective in speaking exam. Now, another conversation, there are some people discussing their movie preferences. Discuss means to talk about something. Preference is something that you prefer, your choice, your selection. A starts and says, what would you rather see, a classic or a new release? As I mentioned, would rather without to, so would rather see means watch, a classic film, old film, or modern, new release, contemporary film. It doesn't matter to me. I'm okay. I am fine with it. I don't mind. You choose, you select. Well, what would you say to a documentary? Means, do you like documentaries? To tell you the truth, amazing expression. Means, frankly speaking, I'm not that big on documentaries. Amazing expression, again. I'm not that big on. Means I don't like documentaries. Okay, what about a comedy? Do you like comedy genre? That works for me. Yeah, I'm okay with it. That works. Now, in order to describe your preferences, you have three choices. Look at the bottom of the page. For example, if you really love something, you can say, I love documentaries. I love comedy films. I love, for example, science fiction films. Or comedy films are great. Comedy films are my favorite. I can't take them or leave them, like 50-50. Means I'm not a huge fan, but also I don't hate. 50-50. Or you can say comedy films are okay. Comedy films are fine. All right. But if you really hate, you can say I'm not that big on. Amazing expression. I am not that big on means I'm not a big fan on comedy films. I am not that big on comedy films. I don't like comedy films. I can't stand means I hate, I dislike comedy films. So in a speaking exam, you must, guys, you have to use these expressions, minimum one expression in your speaking exam, because I really want you to use them in your daily speech. Unit 3. Hotel room types and features. So we are going to talk about different types of hotel rooms. Firstly, I have to just talk about the names like smoking, non-smoking. Obviously, these are features. A single room, double room, suite, twin bed, queen size bed, a king size bed, a rollaway bed. Now, firstly, what is feature? Feature is some sort of characteristics, okay, some sort of quality of something. Now, room types. Let's talk about this one through pictures. Single room, as you can see, double room, and suite. Suite is basically luxurious, very big, spacious, beautiful, comfortable. And type of beds, obviously we have twin, queen size, king size. Queen size is smaller than king size, and obviously we have rollaway, foldable. You can fold or unfold the bed, obviously. Checking out of the hotel. Check in means entering the hotel, saying that I am going to stay in this hotel. Check out is opposite, like you are saying that I am leaving the hotel. I don't stay in this hotel. I am leaving, I am quitting the hotel. Guest starts. Good morning, I am checking out of room 604. Don't say 604, just tell them digit by digit, like 604. Very good. Clerk says, I'll be happy to help you with that. Amazing expression. Very polite one. I'd be happy to. Means, of course, it is my pleasure, it is my honor to help you. Very polite. Was your stay satisfactory? Satisfactory means, were you happy? Are you happy with your stay? Or there was some problems? Do you want to share those problems with us? Guest says, yes. Very nice. I really like that. Thank you. Thanks. Did you have anything from the minibar? Minibar. Minibar is a magical thing. If you touch, game over. Because everything inside the minibar is very expensive. You should not touch it if you don't have to. So that is minibar. Guest says, just a bottle of spring water. Okay, I got you. Just a bottle of spring water. Just means only spring water. This is spring water, okay, obviously. And clerk continues and says, okay, let me add that to your bill. Add means let me put the amounts of let's say price into your bill, which you have to pay for it. Clerk continues, and would you like to put this on your Vista card? Vista card is a kind of business card. It means that, do you want me to put it on your Vista card, or let's say credit card? Yes, I would. Please do. Here you go, ma'am. Here you go is American. Here you are British. So here you go, ma'am. Ma'am is a very polite title for women or ladies. So what is the opposite of ma'am? Sir. Thank you for staying at the top-notch hotel or any kind of hotel. Will you be taking the shuttle to the airport? Will you be taking the shuttle? Shuttle is a kind of service, a kind of vehicle which takes you from this location to that location, or vice versa. Imagine there is a kind of van or minivan or a kind of minibus, I don't know, which takes passengers from airport to the specific hotel, or vice versa, from that specific hotel to the airport. That is called shuttle or shuttle. Will you be taking the shuttle? So if you want to use ing with modals or helping verbs like will, would, could, can, should, may, might, you cannot. You cannot say I will, going to. It is impossible because those are modals. You have to use bare infinitive, okay? Like simple version of the verb. But if you want to use ing, like because you are underlining the continuation of the action in the future, imagine here, okay, like in that case you have to use be. Why? Because be represents am, is, are. So I am, you are, we are, he is, she is, right? I am going, you are going, he is going, she is going, correct? Okay, now will plus be itself is am, is, are, and then ing. Very simple. So will you be taking the shuttle to the airport in the future, like continuation of the action in the future, okay? So simply you can use ing with any kind of modals, but you have to use be, okay? In that case you can definitely use that. Yes, I will, of course. Well, the next shuttle will be arriving shortly. Will be arriving, ing. Shortly means very soon, very quickly. I'd better ask the bellman to give you a hand with your luggage. I'd better means I have to. Bellman, bellboy, is a person whose job is carrying passengers or guests' belongings or luggages, suitcases, briefcases, whatever. That is bellman or bellboy. Give somebody a hand means help. Amazing American idiom. If somebody says, can I give you a hand? Means can I help you? Can you give me a hand? Means can you help me? Amazing idiom. Thanks. Actually, I'd like to pick up a paper at the newsstand. I'll just be a minute. Actually means in fact, in reality. I'd like to, I really want to pick up a paper. Pick up means buy very quickly. I want to buy a paper. Paper is a short form of newspaper from newsstand. That is newsstand, okay? There's a stand, and inside the stand there are different types of newspapers or magazines. You have to select your favorite one. I'll just be a minute means I'm going to come back to you very quickly. I am not gonna waste a lot of time. I am not gonna be late. No problem, take your time. The bellman will let you know when the shuttle is here. It means that you have to ask the timetable of the shuttles from the bellboy or bellman. Practical conversation, amazing. Read and listen to someone checking into a hotel. Hi, I am checking in. The name is Baker. I am checking in. Okay, I try to live or stay in your hotel, and my name is Baker. Let's see, let me check it on the computer. That is a double for 2 nights. You know, double, of course, you remember double room, or double basically means 2. For 2 nights, like that is a double room for 2 nights. And non-smoking as a feature. That's right, non-smoking, double for 2 nights. May I have your credit card? Amazing question. May I? May is very polite, super politer than saying can I or could I. So can is good to use with your friends. Could is a little bit politer. May is, in my opinion, very polite. May I have your credit card? May I have your passport? May I have your something? Here you go. Here you go means here you are in American version. By the way, is the restaurant still open because I'm hungry? B says, it is, but you'd better hurry. Means you have to be very quick and fast. Why? Because the restaurant is going to close very quickly, very soon at 9. Probably Baker is kind of late, maybe at around 8:45 or something, or 8:30, and so the baker should hurry actually. Hotel room amenities and services. Amazing slide. Definitely question in a speaking exam. Pay attention to that. Amenity is something that you are using in the hotel, whatever it is. From object to place, if you are using that in a specific place, that is called amenity. For example, towels, hangers, iron, dryer. Even because you are using the pool or gym, because you are using them, those are also called amenities. As well as services. Service is something that hotel basically does it for you because of the comfort or luxurious, life in the hotel, let's say. You don't do anything, they do it for you. Here, there are different expressions. How can you ask for something in a hotel? You can say, I need extra towels, I need extra hangers, extra skirt hangers, I need an iron, I need a hair dryer, and pillow, sheet, blanket, whatever. Or could someone make up the room? These are services. Because you don't do anything, they do it for you. Make up the room means to arrange and clean the whole room, basically prepare the room. Turn down the beds means to change the sheet because the sheets or blankets are dirty, they have to be replaced. Pick up the laundry, you have dirty clothes, and a housekeeper comes and takes them to the, somewhere, and they clean it for you. Bring up a newspaper, bring up water, bring up everything, whatever you want, if it is possible actually. Bring up means deliver a, for example, newspaper here. Take away the dishes. You eat, you drink, finished. You ask the hotel receptionist, they send somebody there to your room, and those people take away your dirty dishes to the kitchen. So these are amazing hotel room amenities and services. I can ask, can you name some hotel room amenities and services? Amazing question I can ask from this page. How to leave a message. So leaving a message, right? You have a message, you want to talk to somebody, he or she is not available, so you have to leave your message there. Whenever that person comes back, he or she will be notified from your message. So there's a process. Have a message, leave a message, receive a message, send or convey a message. Listen carefully. Hello, I'd like to speak to Anne Smith. She is a guest. I'll ring that room for you. I'll ring that room for you means I am going to call that room for you. I'm sorry, she is not answering. Would you like to leave a message? She is not answering. Why? Maybe she is busy, she is not happy, she is in the bathroom, she is sleeping, she is outside, she is, doing something. She's not available at that time. Would you like to leave a message? Yes, please tell her Tim Klein called. I'll meet her at the hotel at 3 this afternoon. This is the whole message. And is that all? Really? That is all? Yes, that is it. The message is very short. So have a message, leave a message, receive or get a message, then send or convey a message. Unit 4, car types or different types of cars. Now, repeat after me. A full-size sedan, you can follow the pictures, a compact car, a wagon, a minivan or a van, it has two names. Convertible, an SUV, a sports car, a luxury car. So these are obviously the different types of cars, but of course they are not the only types. Renting a car. How can you rent a car? Firstly, you have to go to a car rental agency. That is a kind of company. Imagine they have different types of cars ready. Everything is, okay. There is no problem, technical problem. And you are a guest and you rent that car for a limited time, maybe daily, weekly, I don't know. You rent it. When you're done with it, you return it. Now, a renter and an agent are talking. Renter starts and says, "Good morning, the name is Kinji Kijima. I have a reservation." Reservation means rendezvous, appointment, okay, arrangement, booking. Agent says, Certainly, sir. Just a moment. Certainly means surely, of course, of course. Just a moment means please wait for a moment, for a second, maybe for a minute, I don't know. Oh, yeah. We were expecting you. Expect means to wait for someone. Pay attention. Wait for somebody. We were expecting you. Instead of that, you can say we were waiting for you. Understand? A full-size sedan with GPS. What is GPS? Global Positioning System. Renter says, yeah, that's right. Correct. Agent says, and was that with automatic transmission or manual? Transmission is this, okay? When you change the gear, okay, or shift the gear actually. So if you change the gear with your hands, or hand obviously, that is manual. If it automatically does that, you don't do anything, that is automatic transmission actually. Renter says, either way. Either means both. I want them both. Okay, I've got a nice automatic that's all ready to go. All ready to go means it is all set and you can take it. I'll need to see your driver's license and a major credit card. Driver's license is a kind of card, sort of ID card, given by police or government, which shows that this person, this driver, can officially and legally drive a car. There's a permission actually, okay? So driver's license is a kind of permission. And a major credit card. Credit card, you know it, major means important, means famous, means well known, okay? Like reputable, very, how can I say, everybody can trust it, okay? Those are called major credit cards, like for example Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and. Here you go, or here you are. Thanks. I have you returning the car on August 14th here at the airport. I have you returning the car means I want you to return the car back to us on August 14th here at the airport at this location. Renter says, yes, that's correct. Well, you're all set. You're all set means you're fully ready, totally ready. Here are your keys and documents. Your keys and documents. Documents means papers. The car is right outside. Means you can go and take the car. Now car parts. Listen carefully. Now I am going to start from number 1 up to 14. Headlight, engine, hood, windshield wiper, windshield, sunroof, trunk, tail light, turn signal light, bumper, tire, side view mirror, window, door. So these are exterior parts. Like exterior means you can see those parts from outside, means outside of the car. Interior means inside. Number 1, steering wheel, horn, dashboard, gas pedal, brake pedal, clutch, gear shift, rear view mirror, emergency brake, seat belt. Fantastic. Now phrasal verbs for talking about cars. You remember, phrasal verbs are those verbs which go together. They have 2 parts, but they are crazy because they don't have only one meaning. Based on different situations and conditions, their meanings can change, can differ. So turn on means start, like turn on the car, turn on the engine actually means start the engine. Turn off means stop the engine. Pick up means take the car, take the key, take something. Fill up means to fill fuel inside the car. Drop off means to leave the car at a specific position, at a specific location. Obviously, for pick up and drop off, you can also use them for people. Imagine you have a kid, you have a younger sister or anybody. Every morning you are basically taking your kid to the school. You take your kid to school with your car, and then you drop your kid off, or you drop off your kid. Understand? Your kid goes to school and then comes back. In the evening, you go and pick up or pick your kid up. A practical conversation again. Read and listen to a conversation about car problems. There's a problem, like technical problem. Oh, I am dropping off my car. Means imagine you have rented a car from a car rental agency. You drove and finished. Now it is time to give it back. In that case, in that scenario, you are saying, I'm dropping off my car. I'm just leaving the car here. Was everything okay? Well, actually, the windshield wipers aren't working. They have problem. They have technical problem. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Very, how can I say, a common sentence in English. I am sorry to hear that. Any other problems? Is there any other technical problems? No, that's it. That is all. Is the gas tank full? Did you fill it up? Yes, I just filled it up. There is no other problem. So this is a very beautiful conversation, probable conversation that you can use if you go abroad and if you rent a car in another country. This conversation can definitely help you. Aggressive driving behavior. Definitely speaking exam question, because these are very important. Aggressive, you know it, right? Something very violently, okay, not carefully or carelessly. You are angry, you're upset, I don't know. You drive really risky. Now, these are the most common examples. Staring, stare means to look at somebody, continuously. This is stare. Gesture, pay attention to the pronunciation. Gesture. Gesture means hand movement, body movement, or body language, obviously. Any kind of, for example, I'm gonna kill you, you're dead. So these are gestures. Honk, this is also honk and honking. Flash your light, you flash your light at night. This is tremendously dangerous. You can obviously blind the driver in front of you. Okay, in that case, that is tremendously dangerous. Never ever do that. Yeah, I forgot that. Behavior means sort of things that you are basically doing. Tailgate, this is a car, this is another car, okay? So when these two cars are driving, these two drivers are driving, there must be a kind of space between them. I don't know how many meters or whatnot. There must be a kind of space between them. So if you go, that is okay, that is standard. But sometimes you drive very aggressively, you go very closer to the driver in front of you. This is tailgating. This is tremendously risky, because if the car in front of you stops, then you undoubtedly hit the car in front of you. That is called tailgate. Weave through traffic. Obviously, I cannot explain it because the picture is worth 1,000 words. The picture can explain it very well. So you're weaving through the traffic, extremely dangerous. Never ever do that. Cut someone off. You're basically cutting someone off on the street. Yeah, so these are aggressive driving behaviors. I can ask in a speaking exam, can you name some aggressive driving behavior? And you have to answer at least minimum 2 items. Practical conversation again. Read and listen to a conversation about a car accident. I had an accident. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about it. Are you okay? What kind of accident? When? What? How? When? Just tell me. I'm fine. No one was hurt. No one was hurt means everybody is okay. There is no big or major problem. Thank goodness means thank God. It's a kind of positive or relieving expression that you can say. How did it happen? Can you explain? Can you just talk about the accidents? How did it happen? Well, the other driver was tailgating. Can you see in the first picture? and he hit my car. Hit means collide. Oh no, really? Was there much damage? So you know that damage is kinda loss or injury or something. No, I'll only have to replace a tail light. Replace means to change. You know, you are changing the old one and inserting a new one. Very good. Ways to show concern. Concern means worry. It means that you are worried about somebody or something. So how can you show your concern? You can say, I'm so sorry. Oh no, how awful. Awful means terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. This is very popular. That's terrible. That's awful. So these are very, very important expressions. If you hear a bad news, if you hear a sad news, unhappy news from your friend or from somebody, you can use one of these expressions to show that you are worried about them, obviously. Yeah, concern means worried or anxiety. Unit 5. Now let's talk about personal care. Personal care means personal hygiene. How clean are you? How much attention do you pay for your body, for yourself? So this is called personal care. Now, some salon services. For example, we have massage. You can see in the picture a manicure, pedicure, facial, shave, and haircut. These are different salon services. Now let's have a listen to a conversation between a receptionist and a client. Receptionist starts, "Can I help you, sir?" Client says, Would it be possible to get a massage? I don't have an appointment. Appointment means rendezvous or reservation, arrangement. Would it be possible to get a massage is a very beautiful, very polite expression to use. Would it be possible means, is it possible? The better version is, would it be possible? Or can I get a massage is far better than can I. Receptionist continues, well, actually, you're in luck. You're lucky. Of course, that is a massage. You're lucky. You're in luck. Our 11 o'clock just called to cancel his appointment. 11 o'clock what? 11 o'clock client called and canceled it. Okay. Client says, terrific. Terrific means amazing. Excellent. Let me show you to the dressing area. Dressing area or dressing room, changing room, these are the same. Thanks. Oh, while I am at it, do you think I could get a haircut too? While I am at it, this is a kind of situation that you're talking about two different tasks at the same time. For example, imagine that you're eating a hamburger, but at the same time, you're watching a football match. Two actions at the same time. You can say, while I am at it. While I am at what? For example, while I am eating, while I am at it, eating, I am basically watching a football match. Two actions together. Now, client says, while I am at it, do you think I could get a haircut too? So, two actions. Number one, massage. Number two, haircut. Receptionist says, yes, it is possible, but you might have to wait a bit. A little bit, you have to wait. We don't have anything until 12. Means you have to wait until 12 o'clock. No service. Client continues, not a problem. By the way, remember by the way, because you are changing the topic, and if you do not say that, you're going to forget it. So you're simply saying by the way. By the way, how much will the massage and haircut come to? Come to means in total. Okay, in total, how much should I pay? Because I don't have much cash on me, because I don't carry enough paper money or cash with me. Receptionist says, let's see, it will be 110 euros in all. In total, 110 euros. But you can charge it to your room. Because the massage salon is related or connected to the hotel, you can pay the whole price, like hotel rooms and massage and haircut all together at once. Client says, great. One more question. Is it customary to tip the staff? Customary is something usual, something that is okay in the society, something which everybody is okay with it culturally, okay? So, is it customary to tip the staff? Tip means give extra money because of the service to somebody. Imagine you go to a restaurant, cafe, or basically beauty salon, and you like the service. You want to give extra money. That is called tip. And of course, the word tip box is a box for tip, or tipping actually. Well, that's up to you. Up to means you decide, you choose, your decision, your preference. But most clients give the stylist and the masseuse €1 or 2 each. But she says a lot of customers, a lot of clients give the stylist or masseuse €1 each or €2 each. But again, it is up to you, your choice. And obviously, client, synonym, customer. User, consumer, these are also synonyms. Now, personal care product. I can ask a question. I can say, can you name some personal care products? Or which personal care products do you usually use? You can say, for example, let me read. A comb, comb. The B is silent. You should not read it. You should not say it. Brush, toothbrush, razor, nail clipper, nail file. So these are countable nouns. You can count them, like I have 1 comb, I have 2 combs. I have 1 brush, I have 2 brushes. Now, non-count nouns or uncountable nouns. For example, soap. It is not soup, it is soap. Deodorant, shaving cream, aftershave, toothpaste, shampoo, hairspray, sunscreen, dental floss or dental floss, hand and body lotion. You cannot count them. You cannot say I have 1 soap, I have 5 soaps. No, you cannot count them. And of course, we have the makeup section. Makeup, lipstick, mascara, eyeshadow, face powder, nail polish. Looking for personal care products. Imagine that you are in a cosmetic shop. You are looking for, look for means search. You are searching something, a kind of personal care products. For example, excuse me, pardon me, I beg your pardon. And in the store, right? Store means market, of course. I beg your pardon, where would I find sunscreen? Sunscreen? Have a look in the cosmetic section, please, in aisle 2. Aisle means hall or corridor, okay? Aisle 1, aisle 2, aisle 3, these are corridor. Have a look in the cosmetic section. Section means part. Aisle means corridor, as I said. Actually, I did, and there wasn't any. I couldn't find any. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me get you some from the back. So back means store or in the depot, okay? There's a place that they store a lot of things there, unpacked maybe. So, anything else? What else can I help you? How can I help you actually? Yes, I couldn't find any razors either. Either means 2 also. Razors, do you remember razors? You know, razor. No problem, there are some over there. I'll show you. I'll guide you to that direction. Now, requesting salon services. Request means to ask for something very politely, okay? A starts. I am Linda Court. I have a 2 o'clock appointment for a haircut with Sean. Appointment means rendezvous, reservation, of course. Hello, Mrs. Court. Why Mrs.? Because B doesn't know whether Linda Court is single or married. If you don't know, you have to say Ms. Hello, Ms. Court. Sean's running a little late. Do you mind waiting? Why Ms? Because B doesn't know or is not sure whether Linda Court is single or married. If you are not sure that a woman is single or married, you have to use Ms. Sean's running a little late. Run late means get late, become late, okay? Which means that person is going to be late. Do you mind waiting? Do you mind waiting is a very lovely expression, lovely question. Do you mind means is it possible, or are you okay with it? Or that is a problem for you. Can you wait? You need to wait. Is it a problem for you to wait? Not at all. Of course not. Definitely no problem. I can wait. Can I get a manicure? Can I get a manicure in the meantime? Manicure, remember? Meantime means simultaneously at that specific time. Imagine you're doing one action and another action. Okay, two actions at the same time. In that scenario, you can say meantime. Yes, but it'll be a few minutes. There is someone ahead of you. It means that you have to wait for a few minutes because there is somebody who is in front of you, ahead of you, which means you're late. He or she was first, was earlier than you. That's why you have to wait. You have to be like a tree. Okay, that's why. Now define the meaning of beauty, the most difficult question in the whole history of mankind. The word beauty is very difficult to define, to be defined. Define means to give meaning, okay? Or in other words, the question is, what is beauty? What is beauty? Who is beautiful? What is your opinion? Now, it is very difficult, but thanks to this vocabulary, we can a little bit try to define this word. First, we need to talk about physical features. Physical feature. Imagine like skin, hair, body shape, size, body shape and size, eyes, nose, mouth, etc. These are our physical features. Height, we are fat, we are slim, color, everything. These are physical features. Beauty itself means having physical features, as I mentioned. Most people of a particular culture consider good looking. Consider means believe. Particular means specific, special. So it is correct. The word beauty or beautiful changes from country to country. It changes from culture to culture. How can you say that woman is beautiful? How? Based on what? Based on generally physical features. Or other word that can be used is attractive. Attractive means having beautiful or appealing or pleasant physical or facial appearance. Unattractive is obviously opposite. Youth means the quality of being young, opposite of old age. And health is general condition of your body. Basically, health like physically and mentally. All together, if you put all of these vocabularies together, maybe you can define the meaning of beauty, but of course it is far more than this vocabulary. In speaking exam, I can say, can you define the meaning of beauty? You don't need to be a philosopher or a psychologist or whatnot. You can use this vocabulary. I mean, that is the intention of the questioning, intention of the examination. We want to make sure whether you have learned this vocabulary or not. So you can say, yes, beauty means to have physical features, like skin, hair, body, and to be attractive, to be young, and to be healthy. Finish. That is enough. Yeah, I forgot. Pleasing means attractive. Enjoying something nice. Unit 6. Eating well. We have to eat well. Now, there are some vocabulary that you might not know. Calcium. Dairy products and leafy green vegetables provide calcium for healthy bones and teeth. I'm going to explain all of these vocabulary with pictures. But glossary, yes. What is the difference between glossary and vocabulary? Vocabulary means, group of words, new words basically, driven or extracted from a kind of passage. Glossary means, of course, vocabulary, but in an alphabetic order. That is the only difference. Yeah. So leafy is something which looks like leaf or vegetable or something green. Now, provide means to give, to supply something. Now, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates like grains, pasta, and bread are sources, means origin, sources of healthy carbohydrates. Understand what happened? I'm going to explain them through pictures. Grain, seeds of cereal, you are going to see. Protein, like meat, fish, poultry, egg, legumes, and nuts are rich sources of protein. And vitamin or vitamin in British, like A, B, C, D, and different letters, come from a variety of foods, and they are important for good health. So these are vitamins. Variety means different sources of food or, let's say, drink. Now let me explain. Bread, dairy products, any kind of product which comes from milk. Leafy, meat, fish, bones, our bones, pasta, grains, you can see, teeth, nuts, group of, eggs, poultry. Poultry means the meat of chickens or birds. Meat of chickens or birds are called poultry. Legumes, you can see these seeds, and vitamins. Food choices. Let's have a listen to this wonderful conversation. Didn't you tell me you were avoiding sweets? Really? You didn't tell me. I didn't know that you are avoiding. Avoid means to say no, to reject, to deny, to stay away from something or someone. Joy says, I couldn't resist. I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't tolerate. I couldn't, because I really want to eat sweets, but I couldn't resist. I had a craving for chocolate. I have a craving for chocolate. If you really love or want something, you have a craving for that. You have a craving for that. Well, I have to admit, it looks pretty good. I have to admit, chocolate. I have to admit means I have to agree. I have to confess. I cannot lie. I cannot deny, because that is right. That is correct. It looks beautiful. How many calories are in that thing anyway? Calorie, source of energy or measurement. Joy says, I have no idea. Just forget about it. I don't know. I just neglect it. Want to try some? Do you want to try some? In speaking, you don't have to be formal, so you can be informal. Like, you don't have to use helping verbs like do you want to try. No need. You can say want to try some. That is okay, and that is enough. Rita says, thanks, but I think I'd better pass. I'd better pass means I have to avoid. I have to say no. I have to stay away from that, because I am avoiding carbs. Carbs is short form of carbohydrates. Okay? Yeah. I don't believe it. Are you kidding with me? Really? You never used to turn down chocolate. Turn down. Turn down means to reject, to deny, to stay away, to say no to something. I cannot believe it. You used to always eat chocolate, always eat sweets. Why not? Why not today? I know, but I'm watching my weight now. I'm watching my weight means I am very careful for my weight. I don't want to be fat. Come on. Come on, hurry up. You know, this is the kind of expression that you are encouraging or motivating somebody to do something. Come on. It's really good. This is temptation, you know, you are motivation. Okay, maybe just a bite. A bite means a small portion, small part, like a little bit. Hey, you only live once. You only live once is a kind of really amazing expression, which means live the moment, because life is right now. We don't know about tomorrow. Okay, forget about the past because it is past. Tomorrow hasn't come, so live the moment. So I always say past is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, live the momentary, which is right now. So you only live once. Food passion. Amazing expressions. I need you to have beautiful English. Instead of saying I love chocolate, I really like chocolate, or I'm a fan of chocolate. Of course, these are okay, but there are better expressions. Yeah, passion is something that you really want. I'm crazy about seafood. I'm a big meat eater. I'm a big coffee drinker. I'm a chocolate addict, means I am addicted to it. If I don't eat chocolate, I go crazy. I'm a pizza lover. Remember, it is not pizza, it is pizza. T-z. It is I'm a pizza lover. Means I love pizza, right? I can't stand fish. I hate it, I dislike. I'm not crazy about chocolate. I don't like it. I'm not much of a pizza eater. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. These are amazing expressions that you can use in order to show your food passion, in order to describe your food passion. Definitely a question in a speaking exam. I can say, can you talk about your food passion? Whatever it is, you can say, yeah, I'm crazy about pizza. I'm crazy about coffee, chocolate, hamburger, whatever. Or I can't stand pizza. I can't stand chocolate, whatnot. So all of these expressions are tremendously beautiful and amazing. Talking about food passions, there's a lovely conversation. Are you a big coffee drinker? Because you are having a big amount of coffee in your hand. Definitely means surely, of course, I'm a big coffee drinker because I am crazy about coffee. I love it so much. What about you? I used to have it a lot in the past. You remember used to? Used to is a kind of situation that there are some actions, some behaviors, some activities in the past that you were doing them in the past, but today, not anymore. You are not doing those things, those actions. In that case, you can say, I used to. I used to have it a lot in the past, but I've been cutting back. Cut back, you know, cut back means reduce the amount of something. Well, I couldn't live without it. Amazing expression. I couldn't live without it means I'm addicted to it, I'm passionate about it, I'm crazy about it, so I cannot live without, imagine here, coffee. It means that if you take coffee away from me, I'm going to die. Of course, it's a kind of exaggeration, but you can use this expression in different situations. I couldn't live without it. Now, excuses for not eating something. Sometimes people are offering you to eat, but you don't want to eat or you don't eat. But you have to give some reasons, some explanations. You have to give some excuses. These are the most common ones. For example, sorry, I cannot take coffee because coffee doesn't agree with me. Doesn't agree with me means if I drink coffee, I have to go to the restroom. Okay, it destroys my stomach. You can say, I mean, it is against my stomach, it upsets my stomach is it bothers my stomach, you can say. I am on a diet. I am trying to lose weight. You are on a diet. You don't eat. You want to lose weight. Some people they are very skinny. They want to gain weight. Okay, they are eating a lot, the opposite version. I don't eat beef. I don't drink this. I don't eat that because it's against my religion. Religion here means belief. Anything that you believe in is your religion. Okay, so it is against your religion. I am allergic to chocolate. You eat chocolate, then some red spots appear. Okay, in that case, you see, oh my God, what is happening to me? I'm transforming, man. This is called allergic. You can say I'm allergic to chocolate. I am allergic to something. I am avoiding sugar. Avoid means to say no or to stay away from something. I don't care for broccoli means I don't like it. I hate it. I don't care for it. So these are amazing. I can ask any kind of question from these papers, from these pages actually. I can say, what are your excuses for not eating something? What are your excuses for not eating something? You have to use minimum one of these examples. Making an excuse to decline food. Decline means to reject, to deny, to say no. Please help yourself. A good expression. Help yourself means, imagine my house is your house. Don't be shy. Just eat whatever you want or however you want. The amount is not important. It is totally up to you. Be totally friendly, totally free. My house is your house. Please make yourself at home or please help yourself. These are really amazing expressions. Everything looks great, but I'll pass on the chicken. Pass on the chicken means I am not eating chicken. What? Don't you eat chicken? Really? Why? Actually, no. I'm a vegetarian. Vegetarians are those people who do not eat meat. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. You didn't tell me. I didn't know that. I'm so extremely sorry about it. It's not a problem. Don't worry. I'll have something else, but not meat. So this is decline, a way to make an excuse to decline eating, to decline any kind of food or drink maybe. Food descriptions. How can you describe food? Amazing vocabulary. It looks terrific, amazing. It smells terrible. It tastes, when you taste something, sweet, like sugar, or let's say baklava in here in Turkey. Spicy, can be spice or pepper or anything. Salty, full of salt. Sour, like lemon, when you eat lemon you do something like this. And it smells like chicken. Smells. When you smell, imagine you go to a restaurant and you don't know what type of food that is, and when you smell, you say, what is it? It smells like chicken. Is this chicken? Or you eat and you taste, you say, what is it? It tastes like chicken. Is that chicken? It looks like chicken. Is this chicken? Or sometimes the food is soft. You can easily cut it. You can easily eat it. Or opposite of soft is hard. You cannot easily cut it or slice it. Some foods are chewy. You have to, chew them a lot. Some foods are crunchy. You have to crunch, like chips. When you crunch the chips, there is a sound, you crunch it with your teeth. So I can ask, can you describe a food? Can you describe baklava? Can you describe kebab? You have to use these vocabulary. You can say, for example, kebab smells beautiful, it looks terrific, it is so tasty, it tastes spicy, it is chewy, it is maybe soft, sometimes hard in between, or crunchy. You can use these examples, you can use this vocabulary in your speaking examination. Unit 7. Repainting one's living room. Paint, repaint. Re means again. You're painting the wall again, or getting the room painted. means you are basically painting the room actually. So Chelsea and Chad are talking. Chelsea says, you know what? I'm getting a little tired of looking at this wallpaper. Get tired, actually, to get sick and tired of something. Okay? Imagine you're looking every day, you're looking at the wall and you're kind of bored, you're kind of exhausted, tired. So you need a change. You need to change the color, maybe. That's why Chelsea says, I'm really sick and tired of looking at this wallpaper. I want to change it. Chad says, well, maybe it is time for a change. What would you think about getting the room painted? Let's repaint the room. I never loved that wallpaper anyway. Means when we basically decided to paint that color or whatever, from that beginning, from that time, I didn't love it. I didn't like it actually. Chelsea says, actually, I don't think either of us did. Means none of us. Either means both. Here I have to say none of us did. Like Chelsea didn't like it, Chad didn't like it too. We only got it because we couldn't agree on a paint color. Because they couldn't agree a mutual paint color. Maybe Chelsea said something different, Chad said something different, so they couldn't come to an agreement maybe. Chad says, oh yeah, now I remember, yeah. You wanted pink and I said it was too feminine. Feminine means anything which is related to females. The word feminism, feminist, come from this word. Chelsea says, actually, I never thought it was pink. It wasn't pink. To me, it was a soft rose color. Pink color, rose color, yeah. Chad says, well, what would you say to a nice blue? Do you like blue? Chelsea says, blue? Way too masculine. Masculine is opposite of feminine. Everything which is related or connected to men is masculine. Chad says, what? Masculine? Really? Chelsea says, no, I am just pulling your legs, silly. So very beautiful, very common idiom. I am pulling your leg. To pull someone's leg means to joke with that person. So I am pulling your leg means I am joking with you. I am not serious. I am joking with you. Silly. Silly means foolish. Of course, this is here is a positive one. I mean, not a negative one, kind of joke or friendly way. But blue would be great. That is okay. Blue can be great or nice. Chad says, this one's nice, very relaxing. Yeah, I mean, when you look at the color, it relaxes you. True, but I'm not sure the furniture would go with it. You know, furniture has different color and the wall has different color, so they have to match. They have to go with each other. Generally, they have to go well with each other, basically. Good point. I liked your point. Point means idea here. I'd hate to have to get all new stuff. What? You know, maybe we are on the wrong track. So Chad wanted to say that if you change the wallpaper into blue, I have to change the color of the furniture. So I don't want to change the color of the furniture. But then she remembers, you know, maybe we are on the wrong track. To be on the wrong track means to be on the wrong way, to do something incorrectly, to be in a wrong situation, it means. Chelsea says, what do you mean? Why? Chad says, all of a sudden means suddenly. Very native like. All of a sudden or suddenly, I'm thinking white. All of a sudden, white. Yes, white is okay. Because it's classic and yeah, it goes well with everything. White is neutral color. It can go well with any different colors, as well as black. Black and white are neutral colors. They can match with any different colors. Likes and dislikes. Imagine you are talking to somebody and you want to talk about your likes or dislikes. A starts. So tell me something about yourself. tell me who you are, what type of person you are, what do you like, what do you dislike. Okay, what would you like to know? What type of information do you like me to answer, to give you? Well, for example, what do you like doing in your free time? What do you like to do in your free time? Let's see. Most of all, more importantly, generally, I enjoy playing tennis. Beautiful, amazing. Instead of saying I play tennis, you can say I enjoy playing the tennis. I love playing tennis. This is beautiful English. I find it relaxing. I find it beautiful. I find it comfortable. What about you? Well, I find tennis a little boring, but I do love going to the movies. That do is a kind of underlying, kind of emphasis. When you emphasize what you're saying, you have to use do for the present, did for the past tense. Like I do love, I do go, I do play, I do eat. Today I did go, I did eat, I did play in the past. Go to the movies means go to the cinema. So do I means me too. This is of course grammatical point. So do I means me too. For positive sentences, neither or neither do I for negative sentences. Maybe one day I can cover this grammatical point. We should go to the movies together. We should go to the cinema together sometime then, right? Of course. Now, positive adjectives as well as negative adjectives. Whenever you are talking about your likes or dislikes, you need to use some adjectives. For positive, you can say relaxing, enjoyable, exciting, beautiful, comfortable. These are positive. And of course, there are a lot of different words. For negative adjectives, you can say boring, depressing, annoying, scary, difficult, terrible, bad. So definitely use these adjectives. I can say, can you talk about your likes and dislikes? You definitely need to use these adjectives or the way that you heard in this conversation. Yeah, this is tennis, I forgot. A good conversation. Listen to someone trying to cheer a friend up. Cheer up. Cheer up somebody or cheer somebody up means to motivate that person, to make that person happy again, to make that person to forget his or her anger, his or her tragedy or sadness, whatnot. In that scenario, you can say, I am cheering that person up. So, A starts. You look down a bit. What's up? You look down. You know, you're very unhappy. You're sad today. What's up? What's wrong with you? How are you? Oh, nothing serious, man. Yeah. I'm just tired of the same old grind. Beautiful expression. I am tired of, actually sick and tired of, the same old grind. Old grind means those repetitive, boring, difficult, terrible activities that you have been doing them for a while, for many years, at minimum 1 year, 5 year minimum at least. You keep doing them a lot, every day, maybe every week, every day, every month, every year, all the time. These are old grind, okay? But thanks for asking. Remember, this is cultural. Thanks for asking. Generally, people do not ask because we live in mega cities, right? So we do not ask, unfortunately. So if somebody asks, how do we feel? In that case, we can say, oh, thanks for asking. I am really grateful that you asked, because people generally do not ask, right? I know what you mean. I can understand you. This is sympathizing. This is sympathy. I know what you mean. I am tired of working too. Believe me, you are not alone. How about going to a movie? Let's go to a movie. Just forget about it. Great idea. Let's do it. Let's go. So this is a beautiful conversation full of vocabulary. Definitely can be some questions from this slide. Yeah, I forgot. How about going to a movie means it's a kind of suggestion. You're making a suggestion. Means let's go to a movie. Let's go. Let's do something. This is whenever you're making a suggestion or suggesting something to someone. In that case, you can say how about. Unit 8. Kinds of art. We have different types or kinds of art, but these are not the only one. So drawing, jewelry, fashion, sculpture, pottery, painting, photography. Now, if you want to talk about or describe art, you need some adjectives like practical, beautiful, relaxing, fascinating, feminine, masculine, depressing, unusual, awful, boring, weird, silly. I can say, what type of art do you like? You can say, for example, drawing. I say, why? You can say, because it is relaxing, because it is practical, it is beautiful, relaxing, fascinating. You can use these adjectives. So another question can be, which piece of art in the art show announcement do you find the most attractive from this list? The most interesting, the least appealing. Appealing means enticing. Enticing, appealing, interesting. These are synonyms. Why or why not? Use some of the adjectives. But I basically ask easy questions. I really want you to use these vocabulary. That's it. Another beautiful conversation. Lynn and Ted are talking. Lynn starts, Ted, this is just great. I had no idea you had so much talent. This is just great. Means this is amazing. I had no idea. Means I didn't know that. You had so much talent. You were so talented. I didn't know that. Ted says, thank you. Really, thank you. I mean it. Your work is very impressive. Impressive means spectacular. You know, it impresses me. It influences me. It's so nice of you to say that. I'm really grateful. You are very kind. It is so nice of you. It's a kind of polite expression that you say, I understand. I'm really grateful. You are a kind person and generous person. I don't think I am particularly talented. I am not a talented person. I just love art. You know, I just love to paint. That is it. Believe it or not, these were taken by Paul Jones. Believe it or not, it's a kind of surprising situation that if you mention the sentence, probably your friend, your partner won't believe it. In that case, because it's surprising, in that case, you can say, believe it or not. Believe it or not, these were taken, like pictures, by Paul Jones. Your boss? How do you like that? How do you like that? Means I am really surprised. I am really in awe. Understand? Really surprising sentence you have just mentioned. They are really quite good. They are amazing. You're beautiful. I know. He doesn't look like the artistic type, does he? You know, artistic type, to have a kind of artistic type, like specific, you know, appearance, glasses, hairs, mustache, different things, you know, different sort of, I don't know, necklaces, jewelry, artistic type. Why? Because they want to be different from the society. That's why, generally. Kind of normal person, he says. No, I had no idea he took photos. I guess you can't always judge a book by its cover. Amazing proverb, amazing. You can't always judge a book by its cover. Imagine you want to buy a book. You don't know what's inside it. You see, wow, look at the cover. Amazing, this is so beautiful. Most probably, the book itself would be amazing. You buy the book, you read the book, and you see, what? This is rubbish. It is awful. Why? Because you judged the book by its cover. It means that if you are not sure of someone or something, don't judge that person. If you don't know what is going on in reality, don't judge. If you judge, most probably it is going to be a failure. Hey, this is an interesting piece. Piece means piece of work, piece of art. I kind of like it. I kind of love that. You do? Really? I find it a little weird. I find it means, in my opinion, I believe, in my opinion, or my opinion is. It is a little bit weird. Weird means strange. Remember, weird is definitely negative. Strange, odd, unusual. But that's what makes it so fascinating. That strangeness, that weirdness makes that specific piece of art fascinating, different. That's why. That's what Ted wanted to say. Lynn says, well, to each his own. Amazing expression. To each his own means you have your own idea, I have my own idea. Understand? We have different ideas, and I am respectful to your idea. So, to each his own, to each his own, I guess I'm just not really into abstract art. To be into something means to have some interest in something, to like something. Abstract art is kinda unreal or imaginative art. Like the best example can be surrealism, surrealistic or surrealist painting, surrealist, pictures, whatever. These are, you cannot find a real example of those pieces of art in real life. They are designed through imagination. Generally, they are abstract art. Now, there are beautiful expressions again. Be inspired by, be influenced by, be fascinated by, be moved by. All of them are the same. In one category, I mean, okay? You can use them interchangeably. Inspired by, you get some inspiration from somebody. You are an artist, you don't know what to do, you are looking for some other artist, you are looking at actually some other artists, and you get some inspiration, you get some ideas, you are inspired by them. Influenced means you are generally imitating them because you're influenced by, because imagine that you are kind of young artist and you are imitating great artists because they influenced you, they affected you. Fascinated by, fascinated means here like you're in awe, you really love their art and you're fascinated by their art. Moved by, let me show all of these because these are really crazy. Moved by, again, you are fascinated, you are how can I say, influenced by them, but generally in movies. Imagine Charlie Chaplin or any kind of director produces a film, and the film touches your heart. You become emotional. I don't want to say cry. I mean, it looks like cry, but this is emotional. You become emotional. In that case, you can say, I am moved by his films. Imagine. I am not gonna read them. They are amazing. You can simply understand that these vocabulary are almost the same. You can use them interchangeably. Practical conversation. Recommending a museum. Be sure not to miss the Prado Museum while you're in Madrid in Spain. This is Prado Museum, okay? It says, if you go to Madrid, because you're going to Madrid, don't miss Prado Museum. Definitely go to Prado Museum. Really? Why not? Why? Why is that? Why do you recommend it? Well, for one thing, for one reason, Las Minias, this picture, you can see, is kept there. And of course, there's a huge philosophy and information behind it. You can Google it. Very interesting thing. Las Minias? No kidding. Are you serious? I have always wanted to see that. Amazing expression. I have always wanted to do. I have always wanted to go and visit. I have always wanted to be a teacher. I have always wanted to visit Paris. Amazing expression. You can manipulate and modify it and use and create a lot of different sentences out of it. I have always wanted to see the Prado Museum. They have a great collection of paintings, huge collection. You'll love it. You're going to love it. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm really thankful for the suggestion. I definitely go and pay a visit. I forgot to share all of these words. You can take a picture or screenshot. Now, materials and objects. Object, the stuff, something that you can use. Material is like physical substance of the object. Now, different examples. For example, wood is a material. Figure, that is a figure, is an object. So what type of object? A wood figure. Now, glass is a kind of material. A glass plate, object. Cloth, material, cloth. Bag is object. Silver, actually metal. Metal jewelry, something that women generally use to look beautiful. Silver, gold, like silver bracelet, gold necklace, earrings, rings, whatever. Clay or ceramic, these are material. Clay or ceramic vase, that is a vase. Stone is a material. Bowl is an object, like stone bowl. Now, a practical conversation. You go abroad, you go to another country, and you enter for example, gift shop, and you want to buy an object, but you are not sure of the material of the object, and you're asking. Beautiful conversation. Excuse me, pardon me, what's this figure made of? What is this? The material, I mean. Okay. Wood, glass, clay, cloth, metal, whatever. It's handmade. It is designed by hand, not factory. Okay. An artist designed it with his or her own hands. Really? Where was it made? Where is the location? Which country? Mexico. What do you think of it? What is your opinion? Do you like it? Do you want to buy? It is fantastic. It is amazing. Now, instead of saying fantastic, you can say wonderful, terrific, or cool. Cool is very informal, but that is okay. You can use them. Yeah, wonderful, terrific, and cool. Unit 9. Living with computers. Of course. How do you troubleshoot a computer part? What would you do if you get a problem with? So troubleshoot means to detect a problem of a computer and try to solve it. How do you solve it? For example, we have different parts of a computer. Monitor, you know that, keyboard, mouse, and touchpad. Computer problem in a kind of conversation. Amy and Dee are talking. Amy says, what are you doing here at this hour? Because you have to be away. What are you doing here right now? Fooling around. Fool around means to spend some time without any purpose, without any aim, just to spend some time wandering on internet, surfing on the internet, basically on my new laptop. Am I interrupting you? Am I bothering you? Not at all, of course not. Paul and I are just instant messaging. Of course, the conversation goes back to many years ago, but the English is still the same. You can use the English of that. Instant message, you send a message, you receive a message, then send it again. So this is instant, means fast, quick message. What's up? What's wrong with it? What's your problem here? Well, I was wondering if you could help me with something. I was wondering, amazing expression. I really want to know. I am really curious to know if you can help me with something. Of course, why not? When Amy says, when I try to log on to my email, nothing happens. Log on means enter. Log off is exit. Very easy. Log on, log off. Log in, log out. Okay, these are opposite. Nothing happens means it doesn't work. I just try to enter my email account, but it doesn't work. Nothing happens. Are you sure you used the right password? Absolutely. Yeah, of course I am totally sure of that. And I've never had a problem before. I don't know why. Maybe you should try rebooting. Reboot means start again. Re means again, boot means start. Reboot means restart. Sometimes that takes care of it. Take care of it means fix the problem. It fixes the problem. You mean just shutting down and restarting like that? Right, correct, like that. You think that would do it? Do you think that it would do it? It couldn't hurt, you know? It is free. You can simply do it. If it works, you're happy. If it doesn't work, you're not going to lose anything. Just try it. Listen, Paul is still there. Let me send a quick response, like chatting. You know, they are chatting and they are basically sending each other some messages. Okay, I'll just be a second. Means just hold on a second. I am coming back to you. Getting back to you actually. Oh, I am sorry. I'll go and try rebooting to see if that does the trick. Does the trick again means to fix the problem. So these are the same thing. Takes care of it, does the trick. It means to solve the problem. Another conversation. People troubleshoot a computer problem. Troubleshoot means to detect, to identify a problem, then try to solve it. A starts. Eugene, could you take a look at this? Means please check it. There's a problem. Sure, what is the problem? What's wrong with it? Well, I clicked on the toolbar to save a file and the computer crashed. Remember the toolbar? On my computer, if you enter my computer, there's a toolbar, okay, like file, blah blah blah. I clicked on that to save a file, save a file. The computer crashed. Crashed means stopped working suddenly or abruptly. It doesn't function anymore. Eugene says, why don't you try restarting? Just restart, reboot. That sometimes works. That sometimes fixes the problem. Okay, I'll give that a try. Give that a try means to try, but it's a kind of decorative version. Ways to reassure someone. Assure, reassure means to guarantee somebody, to make people feel good, relieve people actually, to relieve people. You can say that sometimes works, that might help, that may do the trick. All of them are the same. You can use them interchangeably. Computer terms and commands. Terms means terminology, those vocabulary, those words which are related to computer. Command means order, a kinda instruction or order that you give to a computer or robot or machine, and the computer, robot or machine does it for you. And the word commander is a person who gives commands or who commands the soldiers. Now look at the picture. A pull down menu, the toolbar, the cursor, the scroll bar, open a file, save a file, print a file, cut text, copy text, paste text. Click on an icon, select or highlight text, scroll up, scroll down. Vocabulary. These are terminologies for internet activities. Of course, very old one, but you can add something else. Attach a file, you're attaching a file while emailing something to someone. You are typing something, then you attach a file like picture or audio or PDF or whatnot, then you send it. Upload, you're uploading, you're moving the documents on internet like music, file, picture, everything. Download, you're saving the file into your smartphone or tablet or computer. Surf the net, you know it. You're spending some time checking different websites or platforms and you're spending a lot of time on that. Join an online group on Facebook, obviously, or some other platforms. Post a message. So these are very old ones. What about the new ones? Can you name? For example, and can you tell me which one do you use a lot? Like posting, mutual friend, poke somebody, comment, share, block, unblock, like, dislike, make a comment. What else? Can you help me? Log on, log out, account, hack, freeze, report. There are a lot. You can just name them. Another conversation. Listen to someone recommending a better deal. A better deal means good price, cheaper than most of the markets. I'm thinking about getting a new monitor. Amazing expression. I'm thinking about means I really want to. There's a kind of aim, intention. Getting a new monitor, getting a new telephone, getting a new tablet. You can change it. Oh yeah, what kind? What kind of monitor are you thinking about? Everybody or everyone says I should get a Macro. Macro is a brand, actually, a name. That's why they wrote it in a capital letter. Well, I have heard that the Panatel is as good as the Macro, but it costs a lot less. You know, as good as means the functionality are almost the same, exactly the same, but the cost is less. It costs a lot less than Macro. Really? I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Maybe I can buy it. Yeah, get means buy. It costs a lot less means it is inexpensive, it is cheaper than others. Check out means to just check it, to prove that something is real, something is correct, and to be certain, to be sure of that. Unit 10. Moral dilemma or dilemma. Moral is something ethical, something which you have to know what is good, what is bad, what is wrong, what is correct. Dilemma is basically a situation that you have two choices. I mean generally two choices. And both of those choices are really difficult. I mean, bad choice, worse choice. Understand? So this is dilemma. You have to select one of them. Generally, people select less problematic choice. That is called moral dilemma. Listen very carefully. Matt and Noah are talking. Matt says, I can't believe it. I just picked this up to look at it and the thing broke in two. This one, for example. Just try to look at it. What? It broke in two. Terrible situation, right? He didn't do anything. He didn't cause any damage. He didn't break it. But as a result, it seems to be that he did it. He broke it. So what should Matt do right now? This is called moral dilemma. Listen carefully. And with these ridiculous prices, ridiculous means very funny, but here ridiculous means strange, really unacceptable, absurdly high. Ridiculous price means really high prices, really expensive prices. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Amazing idiom. To cost someone an arm and a leg means very expensive, extremely expensive. Oh, forget it, man. I'll bet it was already broken. It wasn't your fault. Just forget it. It was already broken. You're probably right, but just put it back on the shelf, shelf. The place is empty. No one saw. Let's just split. Yeah, forget it means it is not important. I'll bet means I'm sure. Split, the word split has got different meanings. Number one means to cut, split. Number two means to leave. Number three means to run, to escape. Of course, leave the area can be possible here. Matt says, I couldn't do that. I cannot do it, man. I cannot forgive myself. Why not? You said it yourself. The prices are ridiculous. Why should you just stay here and be condemned to pay for the price? Well, just put yourself in the owner's shoes. Put yourself in the owner's shoes. Imagine that. Suppose that the plate were yours. The plate were yours. Imagine. Suppose means imagine, okay? How would you feel if someone broke it and didn't tell you? Just tell me. How would you feel? Noah says, well, I'm not the owner, firstly. And second, Anyway, for him, it would be just a drop in the bucket. Amazing idiom. A drop in the bucket means a very small amount of something. Understand? A drop in the bucket. Bucket is a kind of container which can, how can I say, have some water, a lot of water inside. A drop is nothing actually. Drop is not, being counted there. Imagine it that way. A small amount of money. To you, it is a lot of money. Maybe so, you're right. But if I ran out without telling him, ran out in the past means escape. If I escape, if I just split, leave the place without telling him, that's, without telling him the story, the real story, I couldn't face myself. Another expression. I cannot forgive myself. I feel bad. I feel sorry about myself. So this is a moral dilemma. There's a terrible situation. You have two choices. Both of them are terrible. You have to make your choice. You have to choose less problematic one. This is moral dilemma. A conversation about returning property. Return means get back. Property is something which belongs to you. Anything. Jacket, telephone, money, car, house. If you own them, they are your properties. So returning properties. Listen, excuse me, I think you forgot something. I think this is yours. I did? Really? What is that? Isn't this jacket hers? Oh, you're right, it is. That's nice of you. You are very kind. You're a kind of generous person. Generous person. Thank you very much. Don't mention it is a very polite answer. If somebody says, thank you very much, a very polite way to answer it is don't mention it. Means that's okay. No problem, no worries. Acknowledging thanks. Acknowledge means to accept and admit something. To believe that something exists. We have something, okay? That is acknowledging. Actually, acknowledge thanks means to answer thanks. How to answer if somebody says thank you. So these are different alternatives. You can say don't mention it. My pleasure. You're welcome. Not at all. So all of them are the same. You can use them interchangeably. Now, people discussing an ethical choice. Ethical, like moral. Look at this. They didn't charge us for the desserts. You go to a restaurant, you go to a cafe, obviously, and you eat your desserts, and you see, okay, price, where is the dessert? And then you say, okay, yeah, everything is here, but where is the dessert? They didn't charge us. I think they forgot. So this is a kind of moral dilemma again. Really? I think we'd better tell the waiter. I think we should tell the waiter that there's a mistake here. You have to include the price of the dessert. You think so? You really think so? Really? Yes, absolutely, of course. Definitely, I think so. If we didn't tell him, it would be wrong. We definitely need to tell the waiter about it. Okay. Now, confirming responses. Confirm means to approve. To prove or approve something. How? You can say absolutely, definitely, of course, sure, surely. Why not? So these are confirming responses. Understand? Now, expressing personal values. Express means to tell, to show, to share your ideas, your beliefs. Personal value. Personal value is something which is valuable for you as a person, whatever it is. It can be any kind of thing. It can be a belief, it can be a kind of color, it can be a kind of action, behavior, whatever which is valuable for you, that thing is your personal value. For example, let's have a look. Some people, let me read that. Explore your ideas. Which actions would be okay and which wouldn't be okay for the following people? For example, which one of these actions that we are going to talk are going to be okay for you, for your parents, for your grandparents, for your own teenage child, or for your just child? Okay? For example, dye one's hair a wild color. Wild color means a strange color, something very sensitive, something strong, heavy, not normal. Okay, this is called wild color. Piercing one's ears, face, body, tongue, nose, different area. Piercing. What is piercing? Basically making an opening, making a hole inside something. That is called piercing. Of course, you know it. Get a tattoo. What is tattoo? You are putting the picture or images on your body. That is tattooing, of course. Now, you have to tell me in a speaking exam that which one of these actions are okay for you, which one is not okay for you. I can ask like dyeing one's hair, wild color, piercing, getting a tattoo. You have to talk about it and why that thing is okay for you. In that case, you can say, I am okay with dyeing my hair wild. I am okay with piercing my ears, my nose, my tongue, whatever. Because these are my personal value. This is important. Why? Because these are my personal value. All right. We have already finished B1 level course. I hope it was useful. Keep watching, keep practicing because there are a lot of vocabulary inside this video. Until next level, live long and prosper. Take care.